I couldn't help but notice that guy didn't have working legs. I wonder if Rivet City's like Megaton in being ableist.
Welcome to Rivet City. Please wait while the bridge extends.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Can't believe this mechanical bridge works after so long. Hey, Audrey.
As a ghoul, everything about you is soft, so your organs tend to blend together. But I'm fairly certain if I had a heart, it was absorbed into my liver, because now I drink more and care less than I ever did as a human.
See, that's why I wanted to talk to you. I'd like you to wait outside the town, 'cause I honestly just don't trust you to not start shooting people.
Certainly, my dear. I'll wait here until you get back.
You could sit over there at that table. Anyway, come on, let's go.
Hold it right there. State your business in Rivet City.
Oh, I'm here to do research on the city's history.
Research, huh? I can't help you there, but you're free to ask around inside. Just don't start any trouble.
Alright, so why did you all decide to live on this boat?
We're the safest, most secure city in the wasteland. Nothing can get in here without our say-so.
Alright, well, I'm kind of lost. Can you help me?
I suppose.
Where's the science lab?
The door on the left goes to the stairwell. From there, just keep heading west.
Oh, alright, so where can I get medical help?
Dr. Preston is in the upper deck, 4 section. That's the top interior floor in the southwest end.
Okay, I think I got that. Is there some place I could sleep?
The common room is free, but the beds are lousy. It's on the midship deck. A big open room with lots of beds. You can't miss it. If you want to sleep well rested, rent a room from Vera Weatherly. She's on the upper deck.
Ah, okay. Well, who's in charge around here?
It doesn't work like that. I'm in charge of security. Dr. Lee runs most of everything else. Bannon kinda represents the merchants. He also owns Potomac Attire.
Ah, alright, so you've got a representative democracy going on here. Cool. What can you tell me about Dr. Lee?
She's one of the members of the council. Runs the science lab here. Don't bother her unless it's important. Her lab is in the stern end of the ship.
Ah, okay. So, do you know anything about Rivet City's history?
I don't exactly have time to worry about the history around here, now do I? I've got to worry about what's happening on it now.
Okay. So have you ever heard of anyone on the ship named Pinkerton? Do you know who might happen to have a lipoplasticator or microdermal graftalizer?
Try Pinkerton at Rivet City. Heard he has the goods. Hope he doesn't try to actually use them on anyone. Bet he would, though. He's nuts.
I heard the name from a holotape.
Are those rumors still floating around? Look, I don't have time for swapping ghost stories with you. Pinkerton's a legend. Dead or long gone. Don't care much, as I've got real people to take care of. Go bother someone else.
Alright. Thanks for the help.
Carry on, then. Anything to report?
Alright.
Nothing, sir.
So hey Cherry, we're here at Rivet City.
Yeah, you're my hero. Don't let it go to your head. Seriously, though, thank you for getting me away from Dukov.
No problem.
Well, you kept your promise. I really didn't think you would. Thank you.
Well, good luck in Rivet City. Hopefully I'll see you around. Might want to get some new clothes, though. I'm not sure how open-minded Rivet City is.
I'm on duty. Make it quick.
What can you tell me about Dr. Lee?
She's some sort of genius. You know, one of those egghead scientist types. Her lab is in the stern end of the ship.
I'm tracking down a guy named Pinkerton. Do you know where I can find him?
Don't you believe the rumors. His ghost is certainly not haunting the bow of this ship. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
The bow, huh? I'll see you later.
Bye.
Alright, well, let's go to the marketplace.
Hasn't changed at all. Don't know why I'm surprised.
Oh, you've been here, Amanda?
The overstuffed pigs in Washington would have you believe that capitalism is your salvation. But only a plutocrat would assume
Being back here
Hi.
just feels, I don't know, weird.
Well, I can imagine. You haven't been here since you were a kid, right?
but it is an ill omen for the people. And when the stock
Hello.
market crashes,
秘鲁了，你不需欠代美过高，我会见我去。
French fries in the world will not save you from
I don't know what you're saying, but okay.
Let us talk about heroes, shall we? Or
Oh, hi.
They call me Shrapnel. I run this place. Got the best damn armament you'll ever see.
Alright, I can respect someone who knows how to use a gun, like knowing how to handle the kick of a 44.
Ain't seen many of those around lately. They're tough to come by.
Yep. So, is there anywhere I can get a drink on this boat?
Try the Muddy Rudder. They don't ask too many questions down on the lower deck.
Okay. So, I'm thinking of buying some guns.
What you looking for?
Alright, thanks. So, could I ask you about Rivet City's history?
History? Fuck if I know. Hell, fuck if I care.
Alright. Well, you ever hear of a guy named Pinkerton?
You mean Genius Boy? Yeah, I've heard of him. Supposedly built Rivet City. They probably think he invented bread, too. Idiots. Lately, he's even been blamed for the noises in the broken ship bow. Anyone with half a brain would know that's just the Mirelurks.
Well, alright. Time for me to go.
Come back soon. We always got a lot of ammo in stock.
I'll keep that in mind.
Hello.
Alright, the broken ship bow. I'll have to check that place out later. See if I can find Pinkerton.
Time to lock up. Tomorrow starts early. Did you hear about the fight in the Muddy Rudder last night?
Yeah, Belle's gonna have to replace some tables and chairs.
I'm sure she'll just scrounge some from the lower deck.
Never mind.
Oh, hi.
This here is Flack and Shrapnel's gun shop. Pretty catchy, huh? Take a look around. If you see anything you like, I'll be right over here.
You know, aren't you afraid someone will use your own guns to rob you? I mean, they're just laying out here.
Here, in Rivet City? I'm packing, and most of the rest of these guys are packing. Not to mention security.
Well, fair enough. So, you know anything about the history of Rivet City?
Fred, I can't help you, pal. Been here for years, but all I know about the history is that it's a safe place to settle down. Maybe Bannon can help you out. He sure acts like he knows it all.
Alright, I'll be sure to ask him. So, I'll see you later.
If you need more ammo, this is where to get it.
I'll keep that in mind.
Let me or a security officer know if you see anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah, will do, Harkness. Hey.
Welcome to Potomac Attire. I am Bannon, proprietor and city council member. I carry discriminating attire for discriminating customers.
Oh, hey, I heard about you. I like your outfit.
Between you and me, keeping out the riffraff is good for business.
Of course someone like you's on the city council.
Dr. Lee, Chief Harkness, and I are all on the council. We meet every Monday morning. I can be very influential, if you know what I mean. Far more than Seagrave Holmes.
Whoever the Seagrave is, you think he's a threat to your influence?
A threat? No, of course not. Well, maybe. He wants to replace me on the council. He's a shady character. I just can't prove it. Now, if someone were to find something incriminating in his room, well, let's just say I would be very appreciative.
Yeah, no thanks. So why are you guys living on this boat?
It's a place to live, safe from raiders and super mutants. With Dr. Lee on our side, maybe we can even begin to rebuild the world.
Well, that'd be amazing. So you selling any clothes?
Straight to the point. I like that.
All right. So, could I ask you about Rivet City's history?
Why, I practically set this whole place up. When I got here 12 years ago, it was just a handful of dead-enders squatting in a rusted-out rowboat. Now I'm on the council, and with my leadership, we're the strongest settlement in the wastes. Of course, a few of those dead-enders still stick around, but who'd want to leave?
Hasn't Rivet City been around for longer than 12 years?
Well, yes, but it was hardly any place of importance until I arrived on the scene. That's all ancient history now. No one would ever care about it. If you insist on wasting your time on that, you could try that bartending old crone down below, Belle Bonnie.
Uh-huh. I think I'll do that. Why do I have a hard time believing you have anything to do with getting this place off the ground? Anyway, so is there anyone on the ship named Pinkerton?
Now, there's a name I haven't heard in a while. Never met the man myself, but rumor has it he helped found Rivet City. Some rumors say he died trying to loot the broken bow of the ship. Others say he joined up with the Enclave.
Well, I certainly hope not, but I guess we'll see. So it's been nice talking to you, Mr. Bannon.
Come back soon.
Uh-huh. Sure. Oh,
Don't
hi.
tell me your problems.
I wasn't going to. So, do you know anything about Rivet City's history?
I can give you a history of every fight in this place. But a history of the city? I got nothing. Belle's probably heard stories, but be careful asking about them. People like the privacy, you know? Otherwise, you might end up as history.
Point taken. I think I'll leave now.
Don't let the door hit you on the ass.
Thanks? Oh, hey, Harkness.
Is there a problem?
So, I heard you're on the city council?
Bannon and Dr. Lee and I all meet on Monday mornings to talk about citywide issues. It's pretty informal. The council doesn't have much real power.
Ah, all right. Well, thanks.
Carry on, then.
Hey.
There was some sort
well,
of
the
battle in the
city's
city
kind of
yesterday.
runs
The gate guard
itself.
said the gunfire went on for over an hour.
That's why I'm glad I'm in here. Good old Rivet City.
Me too. Nothing is getting through these walls.
It was so noisy last night.
Huh. Well, the city seems to kind of run itself. I can respect that. Hi.
I'm Cindy. Cindy Cantelli. I'm a quick fix. I run a quick fix. Anyway, you were saying?
Oh. I like you. You're funny. I assume you sell chems?
Yeah, Polly and I. Our shop is in the market. Boy, that sounded dumb. Where else would our shop be? Anyway, thanks. For being nice, that is.
Oh, no problem. So, where can I get a stiff drink?
The Muddy Rudder. Belle waters down the liquor, but it's cheap. It's on the lower deck.
Okay. Oh, you had it
Oh,
out?
it's you. Hi there.
Right, so what can you tell me about Rivet City's history?
Well, I don't really know, to tell the truth. How does any city get started, really? But I've heard Bannon talk about how he was responsible for its success. So I'd ask him about it.
Yeah, I already did. So I know you're busy, but could I ask you a personal question?
Okay, go ahead.
So, did anyone ever tell you you're beautiful?
A few people. But I don't get tired of hearing it.
I can imagine. Is service to the community a reward or a burden? Or maybe both?
Exactly.
The responsibility is stressful. Posing nude for my magazine would relax you.
Do you have any idea what it would do to my reputation if word got around?
Oh, come on. When people learn about all you do, you'll be even more successful.
Perhaps you're smarter than appearances credit. Sounds good.
Free advertising for your shop. Anyway, could you take some time off and meet me at my studio in Canterbury Commons? I'm gonna get a group of the girls from Rivet City, at least anyone who says yes.
Of course I can.
Oh, hi.
They will hide in their bomb shelter.
Hello, I'd like to get out of here.
To save their Swiss bank account.
Oh, what's wrong? Do you want to come with me?
People's Republic of China is here.
Sure, I'm so glad you asked.
Today's capitalist pig
Well,
will
that
be
was
tomorrow's
quick.
bacon.
Okay, I guess. Come along.
Crime in Washington for tax collectors and their corporate masters.
Bannon has asked me to search Seagrave Holmes' room to see if I can find anything incriminating about him. Then Bannon can stop him from taking over his council seat.
Hi, I'm Jessi. So I have some stuff in the Gibson house in Minefield if you ever want to go there. It's where I store some of my stuff. I have a flashlight, and don't forget if you ever want to have some fun, I'm open to that. Anyway, it'll be really nice traveling with someone. I really need to get out of Rivet City.
Hot dogs and French fries in the world.
Jessie's Molotov cocktail. Requires 1 pre-war lingerie, 1 scotch, 1 Abraxo cleaner. Jessie, smiley face.
Ha! Well, I'll see if I can get that for you sometime. Anyway, yeah, we'll be in Rivet City for a while, but we're gonna leave afterward,
Hey.
so you can come with us. Those tears were fake, though, weren't they?
Say hello, nice to see you, miss.
Well, hey, would you be open to posing for lollipops?
Somebody's asking for a boot in their fuse box.
Aw, Jessi, come on. I mean, everybody wants to see you naked, and I'm the first.
That's your excuse? Alright, maybe I was a little harsh. I can do this. Throw some whiskey in the mix and I'm game. As long as we're not there all day.
Hi.
Howdy, I'm Seagrave. Seagrave Holmes. I have a little of just about everything here.
Well, what have you got to sell?
I've got a little bit of everything.
So you say. So, do you know where I can get something to drink?
The Weatherly Hotel is a good choice. It's on the upper deck.
Oh, okay. So, Bannon told me that you were trying to steal his council seat.
Steal it? Hardly. He runs the council like it's his own personal bank account. He's supposed to represent all the market businesses, not just himself. It's about time he was replaced.
Well, I can definitely see him acting like that. Do you know anything about Rivet City's history?
Oh, I really wouldn't know. I mean, long as I can remember, she's just been here, soaking up all the repairs and attention we can give her. I grabbed a wrench and joined in the reconstruction pretty much first thing out of the womb, but I never really cared about the politics.
Well, what can you tell me about the reconstruction?
Oh, well, the old girl had seen a lot of damage, especially where the Mirelurks used to nest, and where the super mutants kept trying to get in. I guess the mutants and the Myers got so busy fighting each other, it gave us the time we needed to make this place shipshape. Does that tell you what you need to know? Anyway, we're here in Rivet City, and she's in good hands now.
Well, can you think of anyone from back then that might know more?
Last feller I remember from back then was Mr. Pinkerton, and he must have left about a decade ago, after that spat with the science team. He used to have a storage shed in the broken-off bow of the ship. We always thought he was crazy for keeping stuff there. Might have kept a couple records down there, I guess. Careful, though. Ship's a bit treacherous down there in her belly.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'll be careful. And thanks, by the way. You're the first person who's actually talked to me straight about Pinkerton.
Oh, right. I sort of lose track of time talking about the old girl.
Well, I need to go, but it was nice talking to you.
See you later.
so noisy last night. I
Hi.
could hardly sleep.
Maybe a quick fix is something that will help you sleep. Cindy's got all kinds of good chems.
There was some sort of battle in the city yesterday. The gate guard said the gunfire went on for over an hour.
I'm Gary Staley. If you ever get hungry, stop by Gary's Galley.
Well, I am getting a bit hungry.
Perfect timing, then. My galley is in the market at the far end. I'll save you some Mirelurk cakes.
Oh, thanks. So, do you know anything about Rivet City's history?
I know a lot of places opened up when they got the hydroponics bay working, but that's hardly the start of it all, is it? Actually, Vera Weatherly might know more. She's always here and talking with folks, so if anyone's picked up a story or two, it'd be her.
All right, well, I'll keep that in mind. See you later.
Bye.
Oh,
Me too.
hi.
Nothing is getting through these walls.
I'm Tammy. Have you seen my good-for-nothing son lately? The little shit is usually up to no good.
Well, I haven't seen him.
Figures. You should buy me a drink now.
And why would I do that? I asked you about Rivet City's history?
Get away! I've got enough to deal with without you wasting my time.
Okay, fine, but I got one more thing to ask and then I'll leave. I publish a photography magazine. I wanted you to pose for me.
Do I look like I give a crap?
Come on, the pay's decent.
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh, hey.
What do you want?
So, where's your family?
My mom is probably drunk, and my dad's dead. Is that good enough for you, asshole?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean... Oh, your mom's
Being back here
Tammy,
just feels...
isn't it?
I don't know.
Sorry. Oh, hi.
Stay away from me! What do you want? Are you one of them?
I'm not going to hurt you. What are you so scared of?
I suppose it doesn't matter if I tell you. I used to be a slave. I saw a slaver on this ship. His name is Sister. I'm afraid he's after me.
Do you just talk like that to everyone who comes up to you? Because, like, if you do, then anyone who might be working with Sister's gonna catch you right away. Don't worry, I won't. I would never turn in a runaway slave.
Really? Oh, thank you. Can you help me? I've been so worried with him around. I can hardly sleep at night.
I run a magazine. I have a little bit of pull. I think I might be able to use that as bait for Sister.
I am at your mercy.
Don't worry. I'll protect you. I got this.
Well, are you going to help me or turn me over to the slaver?
You know, handing your fate over to any random stranger who comes up is not a good idea. But, here's some caps. Why don't you buy yourself a gun just in case?
Thank you. I'll go to Flak and Shrapnel's just before closing. I don't have anything to give you, but I think I can trust you with a secret. If you ever go up north, there is a secret slave hideout called Temple of the Union. You might find them useful.
Oh yeah, I've been there. Anyway, I'll take care of Sister for you, alright? But you should have a gun just in case.
Hey!
I heard that the city council is debating putting railings on the flight deck.
Well, I hope they do something. Remember that child that fell off the deck last year?
Yeah, that was bad. I'm sure they'll do something about it.
Oh, wow. Oh, hi.
You got any spare caps? I'm starving for some poking beans, but the only cans I can afford are on the waitress.
You're a pig. The waitress has a name, you know.
You mean this dump actually has a waitress? Ooh, I was just making a joke. I need to pay more attention.
Yeah, you do. How do you like Rivet City?
It's okay, but a lot of people around here treat me like I'm some kind of addict. It offends me, to be honest. What? Just because I stick a needle in my arm that makes me a fiend? Shit, maybe I'm a diabetic. You ever thought about that? I could have one of those diseases where your body's low on psycho.
Of course, it's a legitimate medical condition.
Damn straight. See? You know what I'm talking about. It just so happens my dealer doesn't require a prescription.
I get that. So if people think you're a chem addict, why stay?
Why else? For the cams. I tell you, that Cindy Cantelli has enough gear to put you into permanent overdrive. Problem is, Coyote Ridge was using cigarettes for money. Out here, they only taking caps.
Wait, what? You didn't bring any caps?
Not a one. Funny thing is, I was rich as a motherfucker back in Coyote Ridge. They called me the motherfucking Marlboro Man. I had so many cigs in my pocket I could fuck up your lungs just by looking at you. Here, I'm just another poor-ass fiend.
So, where are you from, Coyote Ridge?
Nah, I just moved here from Coyote Ridge. It's a pre-war supermax prison. In fact, they say the entire town was descended from convicts. We're practically Australian.
Why turn a supermax prison into a city?
Makes sense if you think about it. Them walls were just as good as keeping raiders out as they were keeping killers in.
Okay. Australian? Is that a pre-war society?
Yeah, man. In the prison we had a library, so I seen pictures. And let me tell you, you don't want to fuck with an Aussie. Them boys got pouches in their stomachs where they hide their guns.
I think you're confusing Australians with marsupials. So how big was the town?
Well, every cell had 2 beds, and a fucking shitload of them were occupied. What's 2 times a shitload? Damn, I was never good at math.
It's 2 shitloads. So I wanted to ask you something else.
All right.
Did you run into any trouble on the way here?
Not really. My forefathers were murderers, assholes, and thieves, so I got killed in the genes. Of course, nowadays they call you a survivor. That's just how it is in the wastes. If I want to live, I gotta kill your ass dead.
Not necessarily. Sometimes there's another option.
Oh, don't I know it. My buddy Rebound took that option, and I wasn't sure what was more sore, the spot on his mouth or the dick in his ass. Probably his pride, but it's not like there's some fool going around spreading rumors about what he done.
Like you? Come on, man. You just said that you didn't like these people profiling you as a raider. Well, look, if you're looking for something to do, you could come with me.
Shit, I'll take about just about any job so as long as I don't have to pee in a cup. All right, you got yourself a partner. Just lead the way.
All right, come on.
My girl. What's the most you ever lost in the coin toss? I lost my virginity once, but I wasn't exactly trying to win.
Well, one thing straight. I am nobody's girl. Got it? Okay, thank you. Alright.
Huh? What's your problem, Wadey?
Hey, nothing. Hey, I met your mom. Are you okay?
What did you say about my mother? You take that back!
Hey, I didn't mean to upset you.
Go jump off the flight deck, asshole. I've heard of you. You're one of the good guys.
Yeah, so do you know anything about Rivet City, how they made it?
It's a boat. A really big boat.
Alright, well, heard any stories about the city's history?
Yeah, Dad built it to fight off the Mireworks. And Mom, she's like the Mirework queen.
Well, if you need any help with your relationship with your mother, I'm sure there's lots of people around you can talk about it with. This good guy asshole's gonna get out of here, okay?
Whatever.
Good luck.
I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
No, I haven't seen anything.
Hello?
I'm done, Mom. I'm going to play with CJ.
Can't be cheap buying shit. Yeah, it might cost you an arm and a leg, but that's a whole lot better than letting some mutie rip you off. I've heard 3 dogs say your dad's a good guy. A horrible father, but a good guy.
Yeah, that was bad. I'm sure they'll do something about it.
Thank you. I've been saying the same thing.
What are you doing?
Hi. Oh, hey, I saw you Megaton.
Was there something else?
Yeah, hey, if the trains start running again, let them know I'm hiring. No questions asked.
I suppose I can do that. Just keep your voice down, please.
Yeah, so an interview in my magazine could raise support for your cause.
No way. I need to stick to the shadows.
You don't need to explain what you do, just sow the seeds of tolerance. We could have an explicitly pro-android position.
That could work.
You don't need to pose nude, of course. It won't sell without pictures. And it is a poor magazine.
Oh, okay.
Alright, great. My studio's in Canterbury Commons, alright? We'll be doing pictures with a lot of the other Rivet City girls, too.
Okay, let's go.
I might be able to help you write that survival guide. Chapter 1. If it moves, kill it. Chapter 2. When it stops moving, you eat it.
I think it's a bit more complicated than that, Slasher.
You know, I actually got a great fashion sense, but what I don't have is the money to pay for it.
I get that.
All right.
Hey.
Oh, right. I should see if I can put some posters up in here.
Several of the Rivet City Marketplace vendors are agreeable to having flyers posted in their establishments, and the posters will be seen by numerous women who might be interested in working at Lollipops.
Alright.
So we're rolling with Hannibal now. Power to the people and all that. That's fine with me. I'm a people person after all.
Okay, I'm glad you approve. Quiet though, Slasher. I heard there's a slaver around here somewhere.
Hello?
Okay, so what's over here? The ship is huge.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Some kind of church?
I am Father Clifford. This is St. Monica's church.
Oh, who is this Saint Monica?
She is the patron saint of lost children. Very popular among the faithful of Rivet City. I'm surprised you've never heard of her. If you want to hear her story, it will be the topic of my sermon on Sunday. Services begin at 8 a.m. You should come.
Huh, must be a new denomination of Christianity. So you're a priest?
Yes, my flock is all of Rivet City. You should come to services this Sunday. I'll be telling the tale of St. Monica.
What do you know about Rivet City's history?
Oh, it's not the past of the city that I dwell upon, but the future of its inhabitants. But if you're interested, I believe Miss Weatherly or Mr. Bannon would be glad to speak with you on the subject.
I'll keep that in mind. I need to go.
St. Monica bless you.
Well, it's Saturday, so if I find a place to sleep for the night, I could come to the service tomorrow. Oh, hi.
I think moving to the memorial makes sense. Lincoln was a liberator, but he was also a badass. Ain't no meter's gonna fuck with him.
Please tell me you didn't attend one of his lectures.
I'm Diego, the acolyte for St. Monica's.
Well, who is this Saint Monica?
St. Monica saved her own son's soul from eternal damnation. She is now the patron saint of lost children for the faithful everywhere. You really should come to church on Sunday mornings. The sermon will be all about St. Monica.
Okay. So, this is the church in Rivet City?
Oh yes, Father Clifford conducts services every Sunday morning. You should come.
Well, if you're the acolyte, Father Clifford must be the priest then?
Father Clifford. The sanctuary is in the ship's fore on the upper deck. The good father holds services every Sunday morning.
Could I ask you about Rivet City's history?
I heard tell the place used to be run by raiders until someone cleared the whole place out, but I don't really know for sure.
Okay. Well, goodbye.
God bless you.
Oh, these signs are nice. Capital Preservation Society. Wonder what that is. Whoa. Oh, it's a museum of some sort. I've seen these posters all around. Must be collecting
I've heard about
them.
the railroad. Used to be it helped slaves escape their
Hasn't
masters.
changed at all.
Now
Don't
they
know
help
why I'm
androids escape from
surprised.
people.
I'm not gonna comment on that. Hello.
Quite an impressive collection, isn't it? Well, don't be shy. Have a look around. Abraham Washington's the name. Curator of this little slice of American history.
Oh, yes, it's an interesting collection.
Ah, a fellow scholar, I see. Each of the documents in this room tells a small but important story about the history of the United States of America. Unfortunately, the greatest prize of all is missing from the collection.
Okay, what document is missing?
In 1776, the Second Judgmental Congress got together and adopted a document drafted by none other than Thomas Jefferson himself. It was the day the United States of America earned its name and secured its place in history. This magnificent achievement took form in the Declaration of Independence.
I'm not sure all of that is exactly correct, but, well, let me take a leap of faith here. You want me to find it for you, don't you?
Indeed I do. Without the Declaration, the rest of these relics are almost meaningless. I must have it. Acquire the document for me, and you'll be awarded most handsomely. What do you think?
Well, it's just some old document about a dead imperialist nation, but I guess it's important to learn about history. I'll bring it to you.
Excellent! You won't regret it, I promise you. Imagine, you are taking part in another chapter of American history. I envy you. You can find the Declaration of Independence in the ruins of the National Archives.
You mean North American history? There is no United States anymore. Actually, I do have a few questions about it.
Please ask then. After all, knowledge is power.
Well, what does the Declaration of Independence look like?
A piece of what was called parchment, sort of a thick paper, has faded handwritten writing all over it. It's no more than 2.5 feet tall and 2 feet wide. If you find it, you should be able to roll it up carefully.
What's the history behind the document? I mean, I've heard of it and I get the gist, but you seem to know all the details.
On July the 4th in 1776, a group calling themselves the Second Judgmental Congress got together at Fort McHenry in Maryland. After a ceremony which ended with Paul Revere singing the famous battle hymn known as the National Anthem, the document was signed. From there, it was sent to England by plane, presumably, and presented to King George himself. Thus began the Evolutionary War.
I don't want to temper your enthusiasm, but I'm pretty sure all of that is wrong. I mean, I don't know everything about history, but I do know there weren't fucking planes back then, for one. Where did you get all this bad information, anyway?
Well, this is quite embarrassing, actually. I sent someone like yourself after the Declaration. She did some of the research for me, but now I haven't seen her in a few months. I wouldn't worry about it. Many have died for causes far less grand than what you're about to undertake.
Oh, great. So people have died looking for this thing, and you don't care. Can I ask you something else?
Certainly.
Can you show me how to get to the National Archives on my map?
In the D.C. ruins, you'll find the National Archives, or what's left of it anyway. The building should contain the document in a protective glass case. Be careful. The place is swarming with super mutants. Here, let me pinpoint its location for you.
Oh, right. So, do you know the history of Rivet City?
It's funny now that you ask. I can tell you all about the capital, but I really haven't got any idea about Rivet City itself. I can't see how important it is compared to the capital's history, but maybe Bannon might know something. He's in the governing council, after all.
Right, yeah, I've already talked to him. Thanks anyway. You worship America way too much. Anyway, bye. If I find the declaration, I'll bring it to you.
Remember, treat the document with care. It's a fragile piece of our history.
Alright, I'll make sure to treat it with care.
The fuck is Lucy doing in Megaton for families all the way in Arfu? Girl needs to get her priorities straight.
Have you been looking at the quest log on my Pip-Boy? Come on, man, boundaries. I mean, now that I think about it, kind of right though. I don't understand why Lucy just doesn't stay with her family. Oh look, they've got some really
Welcome
famous...
to the Capital Preservation Society.
Shut up, Abraham! Oh look, they got some famous American documents here. This is the first page of the Constitution. Wonder if these are just copies, though. Oh hey, this terminal explains all the documents that are on the wall over there.
Information. Feel free to browse our collection. Constitution of the USA. The Constitution of the United States was drafted in 1786 and adopted a year later by the Constitutional Convention of Philly. This document defines the organization of the U.S. government and sets forth the rules and regulations known as Articles. In addition, there are modifications made to the Articles by ruling presidents during their reigns, known as amendments. The Society owns the only known copy of the document to exist, which was retrieved from the ruins of the National Archives in 2256.
I actually think it's accurate to call the presidential terms reigns.
Emancipation Proclamation. The Emancipation Proclamation was a document issued by the breathtakingly charismatic President Abraham Lincoln in 1862. This executive order was the beginning of the end of slavery in the United States. Although it was issued during the Civil War, making it a war measure, it paved the way for the 13th Amendment of the Constitution, which completely abolished slavery once and for all.
Except it specifically did not abolish slavery in cases of imprisonment.
Gettysburg Address. The Capital Preservation Society is proud to have in its possession a copy of one of the most iconic and prolific speeches in United States history. This speech, given by the astonishingly intelligent Abraham Lincoln on Thursday, November 19, 1863, laid the groundwork for what would later become the basis of democracy in the United States and set the standards for a country with a government by the people, for the people.
Again with this fucking Abraham Lincoln worship.
Monroe Doctrine. The Monroe Doctrine was presented in 1823 by the average and unremarkable President James Monroe. The document warns the European powers at the time not to interfere in the affairs of the Western Hemisphere, citing the examples of colonization and puppet governments as possible intolerances.
Because America wanted them all to itself.
U.S. Declaration of War on Germany. Part of our collection is a copy of the formal declaration of war made on Germany during World War II on December 11, 1941, by the government and endorsed by the President Franklin D. Roosevelt. While the document doesn't evoke the brilliance of other masterworks like the Emancipation Proclamation, it still served as a reminder to the world that the United States wasn't a power to be trifled with.
So you'll worship Lincoln but not Roosevelt? Okay.
U.S. Declaration of War on China. Although it is uncertain when the Declaration of War on China was made, some say 2066 when they invaded Alaska, others say 2067 when the first power armor suits were deployed to counter their forces, it is the last known document of note authored by the United States government before the bombs fell. And the Declaration had the tenacity and might of a stronger president behind it, say Abraham Lincoln, who's to say what the outcome of those tremulous years would have been.
How do you not know what year it's from? And I'm sick to fucking death of hearing how amazing Abraham fucking Lincoln was.
Your dad's in Rivet City? Well, what do you know? I guess great minds do think alike.
Okay.
This place gives me the creeps.
Ooh, he's out there looking at the documents. I don't think he'll notice.
Abraham Washington, private notes, current expedition and status. Declaration expedition. Recovery of the Declaration of Independence seems to be a loss. That darn woman I hired, Sydney, she said she could do it. Haven't seen her in months. I bet she's dead, or ran off with the advance I gave her. That's the last time I trust someone. Told Harkness to keep an eye out for her, just in case she ever comes back to the city. That's what I get for sending a woman to do a man's job.
And sexist too, what a surprise.
Lincoln Artifacts Expedition. Came to find out through the grapevine that there are a bunch of Lincoln's artifacts still in the Museum of History. I think I may branch out from just collecting documents if I could get my hands on those gems. Only problem is I have to find someone braver than me who can get to the museum in one piece.
I trust Hannibal's people with the Lincoln artifacts more than you. At least they cared about Lincoln's abolition of slavery more than this America garbage.
Liberty Bell Expedition. Bumped into a traveler a little while ago who showed me what he said was a fragment of the actual Liberty Bell. Poppycock, the Liberty Bell is still intact and laying in the ruins of Philly. I have funded an expedition to that dump in hopes of having the entire bell brought back to my museum.
Ugh, whatever.
There was some sort of battle in the city yesterday. The gate guards said the gunfire went on for over an hour.
That's why I'm glad I'm in here. Good old Rivet City.
I can
Me
see
too.
why people like canned
Nothing
food.
is getting through these
but
walls.
food in the box? Most of it tastes like mold and mothballs.
That does sound gross. Oh wait, this is Seagrave Holmes' door. Bannon said there might be something incriminating in here. I'm not sure I believe him, but I might as well check it out. Don't think anybody saw that.
Welcome to the Rivet City computer system. What would you like to do today? Survival weapon idea. An idea for a survival weapon. There are all these railroad spikes laying around the wasteland. I ought to be able to build some sort of slingshot to fire them like bullets. I tried some really big rubber bands, but that didn't work. I wonder if I could use steam as a power source.
Sounds like a nifty idea.
Bannon. Dr. Lee, we both know that Bannon does not have the best interests of Rivet City at heart. He is only interested in making a profit. He would sell his own children, if he had any, for an extra bottle cap. He needs to be removed. I would be glad to step forward as his replacement. Sincerely, Seagrave Holmes.
Yeah, I believe it.
Bannon. Seagrave, I do not wish to get pulled down into petty political bickering. Bannon has not done anything wrong. If the time ever comes when he does something truly harmful to Rivet City, the other council members will look into it. Until then, I have a lab to run. Yours, Dr. Madison Lee.
Ah, damn. That stinks.
If you're thinking about helping Hannibal, I'm all in favor. And if you're thinking about enslaving him, that's fine too. I mean, on the one hand, he seems nice. But on the other hand, slaves are handy.
Oh, come on. Fuck you, Slasher. Don't ever say that again. This letter looks like it was hidden.
You've turned us down twice now, Holmes. This is my last appeal. We used to be friends. We used to do business together. All I want is to sell our product in Rivet City. I'm sure the city could use slaves to help with the rebuilding. Paradise Falls has slaves to sell at a good price. You used to sell me wastelanders you captured before you got all full of yourself. You aren't as pure as you pretend. Help me, and we can both make a nice profit. Eulogy Jones.
Well, he used to be a slaver, but it looks like he turned himself around, and he's rejecting Eulogy now. He said he turned him down twice. It means they've been trying this for a while, and he said no. I guess the people do have a right to know about his sketchy past, though. But they have just a right to know. But they have just as much of a right to know that Bannon was trying to blackmail him. Wonder what's in here. Oh, they know how to have fun. Hello?
Can I help you with something?
You don't seem to be in a very good mood.
Why should I be? Civilization goes to hell and everyone forgets what's really important.
And what is that?
Books! Oh sure, everyone can still read, but just enough to read the proper amount of pills to take to treat their radiation. No one reads for fun.
I mean, that's a bit judgmental. Who cares? Don't you have enough to read by yourself?
I've run out of books to read. I need something new and exciting. I need something intelligent and witty. I need...
You need me to get you something to read.
Yes! I mean, if you don't mind. There should be some short stories or something in the Capital Post. Yes, get me those. Before I lose my mind.
I mean, I have a copy of Paradise Lost, I think, somewhere around here, if you want that. Oh, wait, I forgot. It's illegible. I wonder if I could put up any posters in here.
There are a few better places to put up posters, but here in the midship deck is alright.